Hello everyone, it's Mr. Chong again. We are going to talk about chain rule this time. Now, when we talk about chain rules, the textbook will have different way to write chain rule. The way I write chain rule is different from the textbook. The textbook, when they write chain rule, they will write it in this way. dy dx is equal to dy dx, and then they put a u on top of here and put a d there. Okay, this is a chain rule from the textbook, but I think it is too hard for my class, so I changed to a little bit. You don't need to remember this. What you need to remember is two bracket, okay, and then differentiate in the middle. Alright, so now at least we need to know what is in these two brackets from the question. So now at least I need to know when do we use chain rule. And now I'm going to tell you. In this question, I've got a bracket. X squared plus 3. And a root. And now I'm going to use different color for the root. That means the root is not in my bracket. If it's something outside my bracket, and I've got a function inside the bracket, then I will use chain rule. Okay, and also the things outside the bracket, if it's this root, if I can change to index, I will use index, because I've never done differentiation of a root before. On my formula sheet, there's no root in my formula sheet when we do differentiation, but all I know is I can change the root as a half on top of this bracket. So I need to rewrite it as a half to the bar of the bracket. And now, after I change it to a half, I can do the differentiation. So the differentiation y f dash x is now equal to these things. What you need to do next is fill in the bracket. So whenever you decide to use chain rule, we write two brackets and a d in the middle. And now we can copy the bracket. We know it's x squared plus 3. And the only thing that you need to know now, or you need to do now, is bring the half down to the front and then take one off. So bring the half down to the front and then take one off from the top, which will become negative half. Then you're done. Differentiation, you're done. The only thing we need to do is they ask you to differentiate the second part here. So the first part we're done. Okay, so beware, we've got two parts. The first part is just the things outside the bracket, and then the next part is we have to differentiate something inside the bracket. So now the first part I can just copy it, and then the second part I can get the answer straight away. Okay, so I copy it, put it here. Alright, and the second part is very basic and straightforward. Look at the x squared here plus 3. Differentiate x squared, I know it is equal to 2x. So I use a circle right here to do the circle part. Which will give me 2x. And then I differentiate this 3 will become 0. Alright? And this circle actually means a bracket. So I can treat it as a bracket. And we're done. Alright, some of the question may not like you to have a negative index, so we have to rewrite this negative index as a 1 over bracket to the power of a half, and then you make it look better. It will eventually look like this in your answer. Okay, so it doesn't matter, I'll stop here because I don't have any space. Okay, but if you want me to keep going, okay, I can keep going. Alright, move everything up. Alright, and then I'll keep going, which is equal to a half, leave it as a half. Alright, this negative will become 1 over, and then I copy the rest. Okay, this bracket, leave it there, don't move it. 2x inside. Alright, and people said, oh, they don't want to see half index, so I changed to root. Okay, so make it just free part now. and then 2x. Alright, of course it's really bad to leave 3 fractions in one question, so I will just rewrite my answer as 2x times to the top. Okay, 2x times it to the top, so it will become 2x on top, and the bottom with 2 root x squared plus 3, and you see 2 and 2 here can rub off, so this is the answer. Done. Thank you for watching.